Hi there. In this quick tip video, I am going to tell you a bit of a sorry tale of a failed Nuno scarf, and I'm also going to show you how you can fix a couple of problems. Okay, so this is one of the earliest Nuno scarves I made, and I haven't been able to quite bear to throw it away, but I think it won't be long before I reclaim the Habotai silk, because look at it, it is just not connected. I've got these sad, it took me hours, I've got these sad little pieces of wool hanging off. And this is another cautionary tale for rolling longer rather than for less time, because I can tell you there are two very likely reasons this happened. The first is that I probably used hot water. Okay, and I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, Nuno is all about cold water. Those wool fibres have to wiggle their way through the silk, and they need a little bit of time to do it. So the hotter the water, the faster the wool will felt. It's obviously felted on the surface here before it's had a chance to get through. A little bit's got through, you can see some ruffling here that's really quite lovely, but it's hardly held on at all. Okay. The second thing is it's really not felted enough, and I've seen some pictures of work from other people that looks the same. It hasn't been fulled enough, it hasn't been rolled enough, and it hasn't been shocked enough. These fibres are really, really fragile, and it just doesn't look like good quality felt. So this you could improve by rolling longer. So roll longer, use cool water, walk away if you're tired and come back and keep rolling. Roll more rather than less, okay? Now, if there were just little bits that lifted off, and you might find that in your collage scarf, that there are some little areas that don't connect totally. Obviously this is kind of beyond hope, but there are some areas where just little bits have lifted off. You can use the trick I'm going to show you to fix holes to fix this, okay? And let me I found a little hole in here. Here we are. So there's a little hole here where the fibres haven't quite come together, okay? Now, imagine this was in a scarf that would be otherwise okay, there is a nice, easy way to fix this, okay? So if I bring in my needle felting brush, and I lay it on there with the, lay it right side down, and then I get some fibres that are matching colours. This is quite old, I had to dig out this wool, so it's a little bit dreaded, but you can find some wool that's usable. Okay, and it looks like I've got a couple of shades there, so I'm just going to blend a little bit of wool. Okay. Okay, then you just lay your wool over the hole and needle felt through. Now you might not need all of this, so have some scissors on hand to trim any excess, but I'm just going to stab through and lift up and check the other side. And you can see it's pushed the wool through nicely, so I may use a little bit more of this. I'm basically patching this up. Now, if you're going to use this for yourself, this fix may be sufficient actually to fix any little holes, okay? You're just needle felting in. You could go and needle felt back the other way as well. And to fix a little hole, that is fine. But if you're planning to give this as a gift or sell it, then it's worth doing the whole process. So I've got a little towel here to keep the surface dry. And then I'm going to bring some warm soapy water in and just add a little bit of that to my wool. Just a little bit. It's warm and soapy again. Remember, I'm just working on wool here. And then I'm going to cover with voile. And then just work it with my fingers, okay? Might need to add a little bit of undiluted soap too. I just want something so I can move my fingers easily over the felt. Okay, so I'm just working this for a little while, and I'm going to work it from both sides. Okay, and so basically what I'm doing is felting in that hole, so I'm transferring those fibres. Okay, And I'm going to work this for a few minutes just to work it in fully. And then you can just go and rinse it in the hot and cold water, give it a little squeeze. It's like a mini shocking process. And then stick it in the water with a little bit of vinegar, and you'll be amazed how that will have felted in and you will have no sign of the hole that was there previously. Okay, so felt is almost always fixable. The only thing you can't fix is that once it's shrunk, you can't unshrink it. But use this little trick to save your almost perfect scarves.